fun-filled episode of Tainted Grail, the Fall of Avalon. So we just made it to the Horns of the South. It is nighttime, so can't really do anything right now. People are in bed, the shops are closed. Right now, it's nighttime. Anytime you see a statue with a plaque like this, whether you read it or not, interact with it, and you'll get a skill point. Or not a skill point, but you'll get a little boost to your talent. I call them talents. That noise. What is this doing here? In the middle of the road. Because right now we're working on getting ethereal cobwebs plus, and shoot, it does use the potions even if my health is full. So I'll switch to something else. Enemies are a bit stronger at night, but they also give more. They give more experience plus. It's the only time that they'll drop ethereal cobwebs. And you need ethereal cobwebs to power your bonfires. In case you plan on camping out and resting at night. Yep. Got a full pack. Drowners. And of course, at night, they also have a chance of dropping unidentified items. And the only way that you can identify items is by creating a bonfire and then using ethereal cobwebs to unlock that capability, but then it also costs ethereal cobwebs to identify them, and depending on their grade it will cost anywhere from I think 5 to I think you get up to 30. Throughout the area you are going to find what are known as druidic shrines. In this case, these are shoes. Now, this is one of those things that I want to get, as you can see, because I do not possess the required attribute attributes, or the attribute levels, not only would I not be able to get the buffs, but the armor is even worse than the Red Priest boots. By a lot. Like, that is 1/100th of the... no, 1/10 of the... of its actual capability. So, that's why I want to get my... Ooh, and I'm about to level up, so... Let's get back to it. Let's take a look. Where are we right now? Okay, we're on the south end. We're still close to the horn. That's why you're seeing this barrier here. I'm gonna... Now you may be wondering why the barrier. Because... It doesn't just juice up the enemies at night. There are also special ones that only come out at night. Get 'em, boys. Oh, shoot. Red caps. To anybody who knows, you may notice that they look kind of familiar to something. And that's if anybody has ever played the game Styx, where you play as like an assassin goblin. That is exactly where they got them from. As you can see, these red caps are horrible, horrible creatures. Now, I think these are... Yeah. Once I get my spirituality up another level. So once I level up, and I'll show you. Create the bonfire. Luckily you don't need to use the cobwebs. Top left corner, I've got 26 points. So let's unlock the spiritual, or up to spirituality.
The horns of the south, the crown jewel of these lands. We had barely laid the foundations of Tainted when Seawall and his men had already built a lighthouse, eager to guide our ships to them. He always had a competitive spirit. Of course, it helped that he took every sailor from the homelands with him, along with a handful of knights. so they could learn from one another. And thus, the Keepers of the South were formed. I decreed that every sworn keeper would stand as an equal to a Knight of the Round Table. I doubt they still honor that law. But I am glad to see the keepers grown. In my time, there was only a lighthouse and barracks.
I wonder if this would act... It says Archer's Ring, and probably would only apply to arrows. Alright. You'll know why I did this. Say hello to the ogre. Yikes. He is down. Yeah, freaking missing some of their skull. I'm almost halfway to a level up again. Stalker. Yeah, get used to that. You're gonna have some little something. Night is over. You have made it through the night. Sometimes you can get a weapon even if you don't get all the benefits from it. As you can see, I would still have more damage. Funny thing is, I can do better damage with my shovel than I can with that thing. Oh yeah, mark all is seen. Alright. Yeah, drowners, I mean, you just think water, obviously. So, obviously, fire's not going to be as effective against them. And you may be wondering why the iron ore and the copper ore. You'll find out soon. Yeah, you may see a campfire around. Use that as an opportunity to level up if possible. Yes, cook me some mashed potatoes. I want me some mashed potatoes. Also, if you see anything with an orange background, it's usually a quest item or something that can be turned in. And away we go. So we've got ourselves another mine, which means we may be in luck for some more resources. looks like a corpse eater. The other side of a gate. And we can't open it, so we've got to find a way around. My sneak with my non-streaming character is almost maxed out. My magic is maxed out. You wouldn't believe... Part of the reason why I love this game so much, Elden Ring set a standard, and then the developers of this game managed to take Elden Ring and the, if you want to call it Elder Scrolls style gameplay, just classic first-person RPG, and made something amazing. So there are gear sets, there are systems that if you know how to do numbers, mix and match, all of that stuff, you can create some insane builds. Obviously, I like to go for a magic build, but I also have, you know, weapons for just in case. I like to have just enough in them to have variety. So, for instance, I may have a bow because you can sneak damage. You can do sneak damage with a bow. And there's one bow in particular that is lots of fun.
We're being watched. I'll teach you to respect.
What was that?
Oh, that'll easily.
Always annoys me when they start to notice you just before... Oh boy.
That'll easily. Have your head on a pike. I'm not scared of you. I'll have your head on a pike.
You guys really trying to throw rocks at me? Yes, there are throwable items, and there's some certain items that have some really crazy effects. Ooh, that was a good hit.
Say your prayers.
Shut up, you. so annoying.
Show yourself!
Going down. Now, the range that your sneaking is effective is pretty wide. Kind of surprised me. I didn't even know if I could see people, like, see if there was an enemy indicator on my compass yet. And it was, yeah, showing that I was gaining sneak experience.
I'll fight you and die!
You are out. Snooze. Nice. Yep. All those points that you build up in your talents, that gains you experience each time it ranks up.
You down?
Naughty night. What are we doing on experience? Oh, we're about to level up again. Nice. And again, all we have to do is just find a little campfire. And, oh yes, you cannot create a bonfire inside what we'll call dungeons. You can't do it inside, like if you enter a structure and you can't do it in mines, tunnels, you name it. So you have to wait until you're outside again, or you just so happen to find a campfire. Cooking pots don't count. Oh look, another burning ember. At some point, you will find people using that spell on you, and then you'll be able to loot it off their bodies. Yeah. And then you can just sell it. And of course, money is going to be very important in this game. you'll find out why in a later, but you want to make a lot of money, and the best way to do that is by raising your practicality attribute, because it decreases. Does it decrease? I can't remember if it decreases the price you have to buy things at, but it definitely raises the percentage of the value that you sell things at. Right now, if we go to character and attributes, on the right side about the middle, price of bought goods at 100%, price of sold goods 20%, meaning right now I can only sell things at a fifth of their value. So for instance, Burning Ember, it's worth 100. I can only sell it for 20 gold. Huge ripoff. For these, I could only sell them for 10 gold. So, yeah. There's, my build is actually based mainly in magic or spirituality, then practicality, because practicality also, each rank up gives a 1% reduction to the cost of mana and stamina used in attacks. So casting spells, each rank up reduces that cost by 1%. And then of course, if you can find items that reduce it even further, awesome. There are also potions you can craft that will allow you essentially unlimited mana or stamina for a short amount of time, but more than enough. Sometimes there are hidden places, or if you're trying to get to a certain spot and you're like, okay, why is this room a dead end? I don't see anything. Look for oddly shaped rocks. Usually if you just kind of run your cursor over everything, at some point you may catch something that you weren't gonna see just by looking. Oh, Jesus. Those things. Yep. Say hello to the suicide bomber of the Avalonian animal kingdom. Oh, goody. It's a whole mess of... bullseye. Gotta hit that sweet spot, aka the explosive sack on his back. Hey, we found our gate. There's the corpse eater. I didn't do... Oh, no wonder he's big. And he is rolling. Okay, this is getting kind of old. Gotcha. Oh, yeah. Forgot to mention this. There are, so you've already found out about recipes for either alchemy or for cooking. But wait, there's more! There are also recipes for crafting. And crafting includes armor. So what I just unlocked was a recipe for essentially making corpse eater armor. And look at that, we got ourselves a corpse eater summon. Okay. Where's the switch? Maybe it's up here. Lots of iron. Wrong button. Now you see, why was the sneak button active again? Why am I still gaining sneak experience? Bingo. Yeah, all those things that I keep finding, those are throwables. The throwing knives, and then what they call concoctions. They're like special, you know, OG grenades. And another thing you'll notice is that they do not display a lot of female... Thought I heard something. They don't display a lot of female corpses. As you can see, the guys are already wearing little enough as it is. Okay, I guess that's it. Alright then, off we go. God, I thought something moved here. So maybe this is not a gate so much as it is a grate. Just something that you're not supposed to open. Just supposed to get back by going here. Keep pressing the wrong damn button. It's night again. All right. Having the dash regenerate faster is vital when, because they purposefully made it to where you back up slower. So you want to have those dashes available. You'll notice in the bottom left corner underneath the stamina bar that it looks like the symbol of a foot. It's saying right now I can do 2 full dashes, but when I use them too quickly, then it will look like a broken bone or a broken ankle. The reason behind that is because it basically creates a penalty. See, now it's just a little dash, nowhere near as effective as if you were to have a full one. So, anything that can refill your dashes quicker is preferable. Also, your dashes are affected by your armor weight. The lighter the armor, there's one more. The lighter your armor is, the faster you can move. And the further you can dash, and the more dashes you have before the penalty kicks in. Let's see, if we go here... So you'll notice it's saying armor 4.9%, and my weight is medium. So if I lower the weight, it will actually increase mana regen, stamina regen, attack speed, all of that stuff. And then I'll have 3 on the dash counter instead of 2. But as the weight goes up, you'll actually, it gets to heavy, you'll actually receive a penalty. And your regens and all of that stuff will actually slow down. Oh, there it is. This place. This is one of the first places that I'll just say had issues.
Look what you've done, you fool. It's always the same with you. Beat them up first, ask questions later, damn it. And now we have no gold, no nothing, just a pile of old stones and a dead body.
No, come off it. Let's just take what he had and let's get out of here.
What he didn't have shut. A piece of iron and a slip of paper. You can't even wipe your ass with it. And you said he was supposed to be some great lord.
Sorry, sometimes I need to get my bearings. My brain just shuts off, and it's like, which buttons are you supposed to press? Yeah, obviously I didn't have as much trouble this time around, because I'm much smarter and more experienced this time around. Boy, isn't that nasty when this stuff takes them over. And I have hit my weight limit. But, luckily... Where is it? Where is it? Here it is. The Ring of Toughness increases your encumbrance limit by 25. Feather, rose, and sage. For now, we're not going to worry about that. It'll be another opportunity to gain experience. Night is over. Go! Fudge monkey, I keep forgetting about that damn thing. Yeah, think of that as like a boss tease that keeps... I've been playing... The whole time I've been playing this game, that thing flies by, scares the living crap out of me, and then just flies off. And it's like, when? When are you going to do it? Okay. There are going to be different shrines, and those offerings, when you complete it, it's a permanent boost. Die, die, die. Yep, search everywhere. Leave no stone unturned. And I believe they actually made it possible for you to do sneak attacks with magic. Okay, since it's daytime, let's head to the... Oh yeah, I forgot about this place.
How much longer do we have to wait to take down that damn noose?
4 days and 4 nights. That's what the arsehole told me. Said it'd bring bad luck if we cut them down too soon.
So that they're dead. Not like they'll get any more dead in 3 days' time. Don't sit there freezing my balls off.
Don't you bloody touch it. We've got enough bad luck as it is. We don't need...
This place is creepy as shite. How much longer do we have to wait to take down that damn noose?
4 days and 4 nights. I won't go down easy.
Dude, learn to aim. Sweet. These things are surprisingly not worth that much. Even though they're enchanted, they are not worth crap. They are definitely not worth weighing yourself down with them. Which they don't weigh much, but again, they're not worth it. Okay, back to the horns. So, enemies will respawn. I think it takes, I'm gonna say, two or 3 day cycles. So you could actually sleep and just let time go by, and then they'll respawn. And of course, it's best to hunt them at night. That's when they're worth the most. First we'll talk to this guy.
Welcome. In the name of our eternally reigning Majesty King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Tables, I am obliged to inform you that fighting those who actively break the law and reject the rule of the crown is the duty and pride of every subject. As Camelot's representative, I will be paying a bounty of 10 gold pieces for the death of each bandit roving the area, as long as adequate proof is provided. I also recommend checking the bounty board for information on wanted criminals, especially those considered particularly dangerous. Please, state your business. That's correct. My name is Lillian. I was sent here from the capital to see how the Horns of the South are handling the bandit problem, and also to encourage the Keepers to fight. The situation with the Pict and Del Rita savages is precarious. Too bad we can't get rid of them as easily as we did the Druids. There have also been rumors that we might soon have a civil war on our hands, so Camelot cannot afford to spread our forces too thin. Well, you've probably heard about the Druids making human sacrifices by stuffing people into wicker puppets and setting them on fire. Well, the people decided to give them a taste of their own medicine. They rounded them all up and then sent them up in smoke. Oh, how they must have howled and sizzled. Too bad I couldn't see it. Really? You fought bandits and killed them? Oh, hey, before you go, I can see the bloodlust in your eyes, you know. It takes one to know one. So here's some friendly advice, free of charge. If you're seeking scum to slay, you'll find bandits in the ruins of a merchant settlement nearby. It's worth visiting if you haven't already.
It's nice to have a break.
Boy, friend, a question. Do you know why people always stop and watch a blacksmith at work? Because he's riveting. It's good to see a new face in this sad hole.
Oh, of course. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Osbert, local master of hammers and anvils. Do you need your blade sharpened?
Ha! Friend, I wish. But the only task I could use help with might be a bit too delicate for you to handle.
Unless you're a master goldsmith, then feel free to prove it. And I'll have work for you immediately. There's just not enough of them to go around. And now that we're on lockdown, there's not much demand for my services either. Listen, I said I don't have any jobs, as in things I pay you for doing. That doesn't mean I can't teach you a thing or two. If you're willing to learn, that is. Since you're free to wander about while I'm stuck in the keep, maybe we can make good use of that. You've probably bashed in the skull of a beast or two, right? The alchemists. They're likely snatching up the corpses, using the muck to cook their weird concoctions. But perhaps you'd rather craft yourself some armor from those hides, huh? We should start with something simple. Let's see. I'll give you some notes on how to make armor. You gather the materials and get to work. And when you're done, you can bring it over so I can see what you've made.
Expected outcome, garbage. 67.4% chance. I need more leather. So here is certain gear, you'll notice not only can you increase the armor rating, you can also increase the buffs on the armor. And as you can see, iron ore, it'll basically go that start out weapons and armor will require iron ore. The step up from that will be copper ore, and then there's going to be higher tiers than that that require materials that are not as readily found. And of course you need, if you look at the bottom item in those three squares, that's a sharpening stone. And then of course usually it may require leather. If we look at a weapon, however, in this case it's just those two items. Yeah, it's with stuff like this that I was able to increase my stats to insane levels. And then we have relics. So you can pay to add a relic slot, so I'll do one, and then you can put armor slots into armor and weapon slots in, or weapon relics into weapon slots. I don't know if I have any right now. I'm not really using weapons, and there are some special weapons that I will get at some point. And I told you that weapon or armor weight can work against you. I was trying to see if there was something that I could, or I guess this will do for now. As you can see, the cost goes up. I wonder why it won't let me reduce it any further. Okay, so now I'm in the light category. If you look, it now says mana, regen, stamina, all of that stuff, plus 20%, and the dash counter is now at 3. Heck yeah. Now let's talk to him, open shop, start selling off some of this stuff. How's that for an awesome weapon? There are things you can wear that can actually increase the lifesteal. So it's an extra. I don't really use those. As you can see, a lot of these things aren't worth crap. Okay, so here are 2 weapon relics. Obviously, being able to inflict burn would be great. You definitely don't want to sell these. They're You'll find one every now and then, but I just stash it away until I need it. Coatings. You can coat a weapon to give it a different effect. I've already read all those. Then you have garbage. Just one of those things like, is it worth it? But as you can see, they take, each one is one, I guess they say kilogram. So 2, 4, 7, 8 of 8 kilograms right there just in these unidentified items. Okay. So moving along. As far as things of importance go, you then have the stash right here. For the most part, there are unique weapons and armor, and I will store them instead of sell them. At some point I'll be able to wear those, but it's going to take a lot of leveling up. Not going to be using that. Might keep that. No. No. No, no. Store those for now. Store those. Then gonna store all that. This is actually the where there's iron ore and then copper ore. Meteorite ore is the step above. Best part that I've seen is there is no limit to what you can store in your stash. Definitely convenient. I actually, when I was looking at achievements, supposedly, if you pull this out without going through the story quests for this area, that's an achievement.
This feeling, it was so strong, so real. I remember now, the weight of it. The power. This blade was never just steel. It was a part of me. Yes, but it carries more. A sword like that, you'll need to grow
Alright, let's see what happens. Oh, damn. And this is why I saved right before doing that. So, obviously, I need to increase my health. That thing sucked me dry in the blink of an eye. Okay, so... Oh right, I have points available, so I'm going to go to one of the many... And for now, we're going to keep increasing this. Then go to endurance. We can actually just increase health from there. There's just so much to... I mean, especially someone like myself with ADHD, I cannot focus on one thing. I am always bouncing around, raising something else, and it's just like, stick to one thing, dude. But there's just so much going on that you kind of have to change your choices as you go.
All mother's tits. I've just about had it with this bunch of repressed virgins. And who might you be? Oh, do I now? You would be too if you had to deal with those sniveling morons when they're up to something. Don't look at me like that. You don't get as far in life as I have if you can't smell bullshit from a mile away. There's something fishy going on here. But I'll get to the bottom of it. And here's a brilliant idea. You're going to help me. I just need you to go to Brandon and find out why that slime ball is pretending not to know I'm here. Tell him I'm waiting with his delivery. Although I'm pretty sure he knows this already. You don't know? He's the captain of this entire circus. I thought since they let you in, you must have an in with him. But it turns out you know even less than I do. There's something going on, you know? They don't want anybody to know, but I can feel it. I've been doing business with the captain for years now. Then suddenly I found myself stuck here. They won't let me further in, not even to set up camp in the village. But they won't let me out either. Anyway, good luck to you. Come and visit. You do realize you won't... Those holier-than-thou soldier boys have no idea what it... There's a woman from the tribes called Nest. She's my supplier. At least, I think she's still working for me. I haven't heard from her in a while. And she was supposed to bring me some really precious cargo. Something the captain wanted me to... arrange. You still up for an adventure, hmm? My guess, and it's only a guess,
I'm going on an adventure.
At some point, she must have been somewhere around the bay. That beach near the Whale's Tooth. Rumor has it that Bromar No-Face and his thugs are fond of that place, which wouldn't be good news for Nest. Good luck. And don't worry, I'll pay. No matter whether she's dead or alive.
I never even bothered with this armor set. I may have bought it just to have it, but then I stashed it. Now here's the interesting thing. So I told you there are tools. So you got the pickaxe for mining, spyglass for scouting. When you hold down the left bumper to activate the quick menu, you'll notice on the left side there are 4 spaces. You have the bonfire for up on the D-pad, Horse on the right, we'll get to that later. Down is the spyglass. Essentially just, oh, you can use it to spot people from further away. And then there's the sketchbook. Haven't done any of
You're
that
back.
yet. They're cheap, so I'll get one. Fishing rod, of course, for fishing. The sketchbook. Now, here's another thing. You notice that it's got damage? Yes, you can beat somebody to death with a sketchbook, or a spyglass, or a fishing rod, or a shovel. Yeah. So, let's try it out, shall we? So now what that did is it created a piece of paper. Wow, just not even included her. But doesn't that look amazing? Crazy, right? And then, of course, we have when I first saw that, I was like, what the fuck? So, yeah. Oy, dear. I need antlers to activate that deer shrine to get that boost. Hi, dirtbag. Yeah, very heavy, not very useful for me. Yay, got an antler fragment, but I need more. Ah, yes, the cemetery. The Forgotten Cemetery. Wait, ethereal? Is it nighttime already? Couldn't be. Should be midday. Whoa. 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 It's a party. And now for this little trick. That would be that special power that you get from Arthur. unfortunately, there are no markers for after you kill an enemy. So you better be able to remember where you killed somebody. Also, if you leave an area and come back, the corpse, dead whatever you killed, is gonna look like a smaller version of this. Yep, keep getting that experience. Hey, roses. Get all the experience you can wherever you get it. Hey, look at that, new recipes. Oh shit. Ow. 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 Yeah, if you could just stay like that, I'd appreciate it. Whew. Yeah. He's a bear, and the bear is a very strong, and it's a scared the crap out of me. We're more than halfway to level 8. I can tell you this. Before I even left, this is what you would call the first area. Before I even left there, I was already pretty much level 30. I swear these guys have better accuracy from further away.
I've had worse. Strength of a...
Love that spell. It is slowly becoming nighttime, which means it's about to get crazy soon. Shrine of the Wolf. Need wolf claws. Gotcha, bitch. Stay back. Sweet, got a wolf claw. I think the animals respawn more often. Cows. Looks like somebody noticed me. Sweet. Oh, fuck me. Yeesh. Ah! Alright, looks like the bleed finished him off. Yep. Nice.
The sealed gate. The sealed gate. The children of the garden cry.
Sorry, I'm responding to a message. Alright. So let's see if I will question whether it's lucky or not, but Raps of the Waning Moon. Things like this. This is why I want to... I think my spirituality's already... Is it high enough? Yeah, it will be after this. Then I want to get endurance up, which not only will that increase my health, increase my encumbrance limit, yeah. Then it'll allow me to wear that armor. And where'd it go? Oh yeah, we've got ourselves a stronger fire spell. That's a lot of mana. And it says blasts all enemies in melee range. So it's closer. Yeah. But even its base damage is far stronger than what this can do. It's funny because in order for me to... I'd have to use the charged attack to do the same damage that the light one does. But then its channeling if I hold down the button. So let's go ahead and equip it. And then... summon the corpse. I can only have 3 summons right now. Okay. Oh, he's a battle mage? Yeah, so he can use it too. Wow, increases spell power. So it's at least worth its money. What the heck is this? Fiendish Brew. What the frig? Okay, I really need to change my spell back because that, in my opinion, sucks.
Mather favors. I'm Nest of the Ulfra clan. I'll admit, getting caught was my mistake, but his men had the numbers. Bromer might be an oaf, but I can't deny he's got some talent for banditry.
Banditry?
That woman thinks only about business, doesn't she? Can't say I blame her. In times like these, everyone has to look after their own skin. They took everything I had, but I managed to hide Orla's package before they caught me. You can dig it up, and she'll pay you, and we'll be... Finally, thanks. You didn't happen to kill that big oaf hanging around at Bromar No Face. Well, honor demands a kill. You're all right for a non-reata.
So this right here, this is a special lantern that's creating that barrier that keeps out the weird. Now I can summon a Grindylow. Wait, no. Is it this one? Yeah. say hello to some of the new freakazoids that spawn in this crap. These guys are, to no surprise, pretty much comprised of ethereal cobweb. So, if you need to farm for this stuff, seek them out. This place. Yeah, I'm not going there just yet. Oh shit. Run, Johnny boy, run! Sweet. See one of those freakazoids. Quite a number of them. Dang, there are quite a number of them. Luckily, they're kind of easy to notice. By that I mean their loot spot. Oh, Nelly. Oh. Holy. Damn! Let's see. You see that? We're right next to the cemetery. Oh wow, it's already morning. Yeah, I think if you if you... Come on, brain. Okay, if you kill weird spawn and you don't loot them before the weird night ends, I think their loot disappears. Okay, so we got it to 6. Now we got to start building this up.
Oh, a new face. I haven't seen you before. And I'm in the woods. I'm Marg. You should try to keep. There's often... Now, come to think of it, an alarming amount of undead have been emerging from the old cemetery, in numbers far greater than that little plot of land ever held. I don't mind somebody thinning out the population of local bandits, but raising him as part of a personal undead army, well, that's something I can't abide. Thank you. I'll be most grateful, as will the court. Everything is interesting around here. No. I have my... You need to understand that when someone enlists with the Horns of the South, he leaves his... If someone comes here and gets political... Well, I don't know if you're aware, but becoming the captain is a curse for any true keeper. Because the captain answers to Camelot and its representative, Galahad. So every captain needs to get political, whether he likes it or not. And the current Galahad is a real piece of shit. He burns people under any pretext whatsoever, or none at all. He sows terror. I have no respect for the man. I'm self-sufficient enough. However, I suppose I could help you.
Recipe books. Man, those things aren't worth squat. But of course, part of that has to do with the fact that I'm not selling, or my ability to sell is quite, what's the word? Hampered right now, due to the fact that I need to raise my practicality.
Who's there? You're
no match for our band.
Seawall. He was the first to set foot on Avalon, not me. He decided that if anything were to attack us in this strange land, he would shield me and take the first blow himself. I remember loyalty. A fierce, unwavering loyalty. To me and to Avalon. He must have been someone I trusted deeply. Perhaps as we move forward, more memories of him will come back to me. For now, I only hope his loyalty wasn't in vain. I suppose it wasn't. I can feel it guards something primordial within. The markings on the stone resemble the work of the Foredwellers. In my time, such inscriptions would shift and change, making them impossible to decipher. Yet, I met some people who sought to unravel these mysteries. Most of them were Picts. I allowed them to explore Avalon without my oversight. And so,
The Royal Geographers.
I remember that the Royal Geographers came to be. My favorite band of adventurers. True pathfinders. Avalon owes them a great debt.
Yeah, you can use your you can use your bonfire if you spend the required cobwebs to ethereal cobwebs to warp. Got another blood transfusion spell. Blood stains the circle. Got a few minutes left. Let's see if I can bust through this quickly. Yikes. How's that for a look?
You shouldn't be here. I
think my name was Mallory. I won in that dream. And so, this... I suppose it's what they wait for our next... When we finish our... That's a good question. Too much times. The slaughter has come many lives. Humans have a rather dreadful... You could try counting. We slaughtered one another. A poor Alice. Those were the last two I killed. It's staggering, isn't it? You should not ask me. We all wanted to see... I doubt they expect... I cannot. Perhaps. We should finish our con... If I could ask you... I truly wish...
Yeesh. Can't set up a fire in here. Ooh, spirits.
When be? Why is he not among us?
Wait. That's the way I came. Alchemy table. Believe that right there is an amulet. Yep. Yay. You got one of these things. No thanks. I'll just sell that. But now I've got an extra 15 mana on me. I also managed to, in my other character, I believe I maxed out crafting. The craziest part was, it was right before I maxed it out, it was sitting at like 72. And all of a sudden, because I crafted a number of things, you'd be surprised how much leather you end up making when you run around slaughtering wolves, bears, and deer.
The king! Oh, the king! What has been done to him? What does it mean for us, mere humans?
Sup, dude? Night Owl, it's 9:30. Well, it ain't the same. I noticed that. I was like, oh wow, the final C16 dropped for us. And then I looked at its game card. 95 gigabytes. It's like, I'm doing a stream character right now, and it's funny when you already have as much experience, and you're suddenly tackling things a lot quicker, even as a new character. So, and also, I'm like, I want to see if I can get the rare achievement where if you pull Excalibur without getting the help of the captain. So, I'm just going to level and increase my health. Because I saved right before I walked up to it. And I tried to pull it. Took a second, maybe less, for it to completely drain all my health and kill me. It's just like,
The sealed gate. The sealed gate. The children of the garden cry. Where could Bridewin be?
What a grim moment this is. I had hoped that poor wretch Mallory would be the last unfortunate.
and some of these characters look like they were pulled right out of Elden Ring.
Of course, I should. My name is Prydwen, and I am the last druid in this garden, and its last living creator. I know what this place used to be. But
in my other character, yes.
Like all of us. I assume this is the answer to the meaning we've been searching
slaughtering
for.
everything in my path.
The first resurrection of
I
Arthur
I think the only mission I've done so far was where a lady asked me to go to a meetup in her place to get, I think it was a heart from these Dalriata. And at first they were trying to be more threatening to get more money out of me. It was just one of those things where I was like, your ancestors must be turning in their graves right now with what you're doing.
Unthinkable. Even now, after so many years, the king was dragged back to the land of the living whenever humanity sought its legendary protector. It turned out to be abuse. To take them step by step. Not in the way I expected, but yes, I have. It's an infinite jest and the perfect tragedy. We never truly know what we are, or the nature of our lives. Only then does everything begin to appear as it truly is. What has already happened, there is only one thing. There is a sealed gate, whether to face this terror or not, if you consider that to be abomination born from a futile and wasted life, the child of
my first character's at level 60. The creatures keep getting stronger, so even at my extremely boosted spell power and crap now, I still feel like I'm lacking.
Returned. You reek of. You've killed our child. And so, now at last, I shall have quiet and slumber. Let the flower bloom in all its beauty, and die as it was always meant to. Thank you, Seeker.
Please. Again? Do you keep bandits?
That's the best news I've heard all. Now that I think about it, since you managed to bring that package and Ness decided to ditch me, you might as well. My client. You know, once you're there, you'll use these very special arrows. Regular arrows won't do the trick. And if you waste them before the job. Oh, come on. What do you think? Anyway, whatever opens up in front of you. If I were you, I wouldn't touch anything. But if something catches your eye... Am I some kind of seer? But if the rumors about him cozying up to the Dalriada tribes are true, you might stumble upon something really... Personally, I think the captain's...